All right, so this Disney Shill channel, you can tell by the Grogu doll casually placed in the background there, had a little bit of a meltdown with regards to Star Wars this week.
You aren't being the insightful commentator or concerned fan that you are. You're just kind of being an idiot.
Star Wars is not dead, and the reason it's successful is because of Kathleen Kennedy. Look at her freaking track record.
And you're pointing at this one thing that's easy because some YouTube channel you like didn't like her Forces Female shirt. And I just like good Star Wars. You got it. You don't have to like all of it. You've got good Star Wars. Do you understand even the StarArs that's in front of you? And it's just, all right, the water's going back up. Yeah. It's hot.
I'm very angry right now. You can tell by the tone of my voice I'm angry. I'm pissed off.
Yes, we are all just too stupid to understand the really good Star Wars that has been presented to us the past 10 years. Kathleen Kennedy has done a great job running Disney Star Wars, and we're all just too stupid to understand that. And because we're all so stupid, we just cling to whatever our favorite YouTubers say. And that's just the appetizer, you guys, so without any further delay, let's delve into the main course.
Hang on, this is gonna be bad.
I just was like, I had a flash of all those stupid thumbnails with the red eyes on Kathleen Kennedy.
Now, who would do a thing like that?
Cause I just was I think I totally just tuned it out because we've been having so much winning lately, so much winning. I'm like, all right, you guys, you think you're winning? All right, whatever.
Yes, we are winning. I mean, why else would you be this angry? And just take a look at the last two pieces of live-action Disney Star Wars content. Skeleton Crew was the least watched Disney Star Wars series on Disney Plus and failed to crack the Nielsen ratings at all during its run. And The Acolyte got canceled 1 month after its finale and 1 month after they introduced Darth Plagueis to live action.
How embarrassing. How embarrassing.
And I would not be shocked at all if Disney somehow found a way to fuck up these upcoming movies. In fact, I'd even go as far as to say it's probably more likely than not.
And then on top of it with Kathleen Kennedy, she is an executive who's going to have wins and losses, and it's valid to agree, disagree, criticize.
Yeah, I hear this a lot from Disney Star Wars supporters. They say it's okay to criticize Disney Star Wars. What they really mean is that it's okay for them to criticize Disney Star Wars. It's okay for them to criticize Kathleen Kennedy because they're doing it for the right reasons. They look at us and see one tweet making fun of Amandla Stenberg and Leslie Headland or a thumbnail that triggers them, and they immediately think toxic fan, racist, sexist, bigot, homophobe.
But she has been a victim of that because of just bleeping sexism. And it's more, and it's a different flavor, and it's with a different agenda than is going to happen to Dave Filoni if he takes over.
No, you're wrong.
And I'm tired of just not making that a part of the headline. It's sexism. A lot of it is just sexism.
Cry me a river, dickface.
And because it's sexism, they feel like they don't have to take anything that we say seriously.
To completely tie your negative feelings towards a story or a movie to one person in the process is problematic on the levels you're talking about, Joseph. And it's also, it's just, I'm at my wit's end with it. It doesn't matter to me anymore.
Hashtag triggered.
Well, I'll end it there, Jen. Save me before I start dropping names.
Ooh, I'm shaking.
But you didn't end it there, did you?
I get aggravated. This is where I got to remember I'm on Force Center. I want my other shows. I get aggravated of, well, hey man, hey bro. I just want good Star Wars. You got it. You barely understand the good Star Wars you have. You barely understand it.
And what don't we understand exactly? Well, apparently it's Kathleen Kennedy's forward-thinking, Forces Female agenda of DEI and inclusion.
I think the challenge is that Star Wars has wanted to evolve, wanted to change with the times, to be more inclusive. And guess what? Fans don't like it, especially if they've tied their masculinity to these stories.
Disney purchased Star Wars and Marvel because they wanted to reach this audience, this predominantly male, masculine audience, and incorporate them into their fan base. And then, almost immediately, especially with Star Wars, They abandoned and even attacked those fans when they dared to criticize and voice their displeasure. And the pro-Disney media, along with the Shills, have joined them, as you've seen in this video.
And so they don't want to identify with this change and with this wokeism, quote unquote. So who can they direct their anger to? So they point to the woman at the top and they're like, it's you, Kathleen Kennedy. And they post pictures of her wearing her Star Wars shirt and her blazer, which I think looks fabulous. And they just attack her.
So Kathleen Kennedy is the victim. These people love turning everyone they support into a victim. Even the very privileged, to use a word that these people love to use, Lucasfilm president who is worth $300 million.
It's like, I just get so aggravated because I'm like, it's just not right. We now have the trades and we have YouTubers and we have everyday people who are like, Star Wars is dead.
And by the way, I think it's pretty obvious that Kathleen Kennedy does not give a shit what the fans and YouTubers think about Disney Star Wars. This woman, on the other hand, gets very heated about it.
And if you look at the numbers, Star Wars is absolutely not dead. If it was dead, they would have scrapped it by now. We've seen, companies do left and right with other properties. Star Wars is not dead. And the reason it's successful is because of Kathleen Kennedy. Look at her freaking track record.
You do understand that her track record with regards to Star Wars is the reason why we criticize her, right? And with regards to, Star Wars is dead that you hear a lot on YouTube, yes, George Lucas Star Wars and George Lucas's vision for Star Wars is absolutely 100% dead and gone. But when you're talking about Disney Star Wars, I prefer to say that Star Wars under Disney is The Walking Dead, because it's still moving forward. They're still doing things, making content, but it's dead on the inside. It has no heart, no soul, and it literally infects everything it touches. And we're all just waiting for someone to come along and...
GTA motherfucker! Oh, yeah! 10 points!
There's people I know in this place, and we know too, who go online and they post things at Kathleen Kennedy, and it's like you dig. It's like, oh, they had a fan film. They made a fan film. They think they can do this too, and great. Maybe you can.
I mean, let's just be honest here. Many of these fan films are significantly better than anything Disney Star Wars has done. And I guess people saying that triggers you as well, huh?
There's some adults in their 50s who make this shit, and they think that has entitled them to run Lucasfilm. You think you're just you just think, this is my Star Wars. I know how it goes. I made a fan film in the desert for a weekend.
Why are you crying?
And this went on for a while, but don't worry because they eventually tuckered themselves out.
It's not one simple thing. It's just been 10 years of bullshit. With this lady's name at the front of it, that has just got me to this point.
The toxic fanboys are going to do what they do. Great.
She is pissed.
All right, the water's going back up.
Yeah.
It's hot.
All right, that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out some of the other content already live on the channel. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe.